There is, first of all, mein Vater's Kennkarte, the identification everybody in Germany had to carry at all times. I still do today, and not only my driver's license out of habit. In 1934, the Nazis issued the Nürnberger Gesetze, which were not really laws, but party dictates. Among other edicts, they ruled that Jews from then on had to be identified by the middle, actually first name Israel, for men, Sarah for women. Jews were defined by race, not religion. By law, my father had to always identify himself, especially in official transactions, as Israel Karl Heumann, not as Karl Heumann, or as had been more common, Konsul Heumann. That way, the official would know exactly what kind of degenerate he was dealing with. Not identifying oneself as such was a felony. In official papers, he was called Der Jude Heumann. I took this ID from his body, which I found in the basement of the ruins of our house in 1945. Don't forget, the Nazis were most German, most bureaucratic. In 1938, Hermann Göring, in the second line of the Nazi hierarchy, decided on the classification of privileged mixed marriages between Jews and Gentiles whose offspring were not raised in the Hebrew religion. Those Jews were subject to the mistreatments as other Jews, except they were not deported into camps until the end of the war. That's why both my father and we kids were living ostensibly as Christians. The party was going to deal with the problems of half-Jews as they had won the war. Meanwhile, they needed half-Jews as workers. The documents package you are getting also has 3 language papers issued in 1945 in June, my most important ID right after the war, saying I was kept in the slave labor camp until April 1945. Also included are documents showing my dismissal from high school in 1943 and an affidavit that I had been a very good guy along with being kicked out, and also had documentation of my freedom from tuitions at the Technical University of Munich. Fortunately, life has returned to be more normal. Here are a couple of things that we were able to rescue after the war. A silver bowl belonging to my parents, and a set of ice cream server and spoons we used as children. May times like my parents lived through never happen again. With love, Opa. Wow.
Isn't that cool?
What's the right way to open? Others. Huh?
Here.
I'm not sure. Oh, really? Yeah.